Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are now in level 6 and reviewing the ideas of Tissaranadai of the legendary Mridangam Vidwan Palaghat Sri Raghu sirs. Today I am going to cover some more interesting aspects in Tissaranadai. Before I get into the class, I'll start this class with a Tirukkural. இறந்த வெகுளியின் தீதே சிறந்த உவகை மகிழ்ச்சியின் சோர்வு. What is the meaning of it? மிகுந்த உவகையால் மகிழ்ந்திருக்கும் போது மறதியால் வரும் சோர்வு அளவு கடந்து கொள்ளும் சினத்தை காட்டிலும் தீமையானதாகும். A person who is extremely happy will try to generate a forgetful nature, and that is more dangerous than getting angered. That's what this Tirukkural states about. You should not have forgetfulness. You should always be conscious and try to have complete memory of whatever happened in life, whatever the good things people have done, whatever the bad things people have done, and try to have a conscious mind. That's what this Tirukkural is all about. With this good thought, we'll enter into the class. In the last class, we saw several interesting ideas in Tissaranadai format. When I concluded, I taught you a core way. Let's go with that and then we'll continue the ideas by which we can play in a different form. Tata kita taka dina taga tadi kita tadang tata kita taka dina taga tadi kita tadang tati tata kita taka dina taga tadi kita tadang taka tati kita tadaka tadi kita tadaka tadi kita tadang taka tika tadi kita tadaka tika tadi kita tadaka tika tadi kita tadang. This is the core way which we saw. So this one, when you apply in Tissaranadai, tatak kita taka dina taga, tadikata tadang, tatak kita taka dina taga, tadikata tadang, tati tatak kita taka dina taga, tadikata tadang, taka tadikata tadang. That's how it has to get fitted into the Tissaranadai format. So I told you there is an explicit way of getting it ready by putting it in Tissaranadai talam. Tata, kita, taka, dina. Like that you have to put it right. Then implicitly you should be able to tell on the fly tata, kita, taka, dina, taga, tadikata, tang. Tata, kita, taka, dina, taga, tadikata, tang. This is a verification, and then you have to go into the implicit format and the lucid format, and that's the end state. You should try to get this. So now this same core way can be told in as a midpoint. Normally whenever you were trying to play a core way, you should try to find what variations you can get out of this format. So that's the way your creativity gets built out. So tata kita taka dina is 12. Now let's make it as 8, 12 and 16. If you want to take 12 as a midpoint, all the time you can repeat the core way 3 times in a similar manner, or taking the midpoint you can play different variations, like for first time when it can be an 8 syllabled phrase and then a 12 syllabled phrase and then a 16 syllabled phrase. Tata kita taka dina taga, you can go with that. Tata kita taka dina is 8. Tata kita taka dina is 16. Tata kita taka dina is 12. So midpoint is 12, so you have to give 3 variations and try to do 3 different formats. Tata kita taka dina taga, tadi kita tantangita. tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong taka tadikita tong so this is one way of telling. The next way of telling is tatta kitta taka dinna taga tadikita tong tatta kitta taka dinna taga tadikita tong tadikita kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong taka tadikita tong all the three times when you say it is not falling in place. But the beauty is when you tell all three together, it will fall in place, and that is a homework for you. So what you need to do? Tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong taka tadikita tong so in this place, tata kita will come. Tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong. So since this is a base, again you will get that tata kita taka dinna taga tadikita tong. Tata kita. So you should tell explicitly and try to work this core way. First do the vanilla form and do this varied form and then try to get it perfected. So this is this idea I wanted to table it. The next idea I wanted to give you is ta takita taka dena we saw. One idea we saw. Now let's try to improvise and improve this idea. Ta takita taka dena takita dim ta takita taka dena takita dim ta takita taka dena takita dim ta. So you can use the takita format in between and try to form your own structure. You can play a simple chord way. Ta takita taka dena takita dim ta takita taka dena takita dim ta takita taka dena takita di kektak tung ta di kektakum ta di kekta. You can play the structure. This is using takita. Now, takita, you can improvise this takita in different dimensions. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. What is happening? Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Instead of ta takita takita dena takita dim. So you can tell in takita to take it in three dimension. Nagada, nagadatta, nagadatta. So nagada kitta dim. This is a format. You should understand this structure. Nagadatta dim. This is another structure. This is another structure. So when you do it together, then it gives you different dimensions, and you can. This is the Purvangam. This is the first part of it. So what you need to do when you are trying to learn some art, when you are trying to dwell and learn a concept, you should form the first part, as I taught you, a 6-beat first part, a 10-beat second part, a 7-beat first part, a 9-beat second part. So you need to compose and have these structures ready and assemble it. And that's the way that you can have some interesting patterns. Let's try to see with the midpoint, the easiest one, some ideas. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Ta takita takita dena takita dim. Now I've composed for 12 beats. Now I wanted to make another 12 beats, 24 beats, to make it even takita tum tadikita tum takutung takita tum tadikita tum takita tum tadikita tum takutung takita tum tadikita tum takita tum tadikita tum takita tum tadikita tum. I put it explicitly and try to fix another 12 beat which is a varied structure as a uttarangam. Now I am trying to sandwich these two parts to make it an interesting chorus. Ta takita takata delagada dim. Ta takita takata delagada dim. Ta takita takata delagada dim. Takitakum tatikata kudung takitatum tatikata takitatum tatikata kudung takitatum tatikata takitatum tatikata takitatum tatikata. So it becomes a beautiful chorus. Now from here another improvisation. The uttarangam part is takitatum tadikata takudung takitatum tadikata 10 6 10 10 6 10 10 10. So first 10, 2 tens and 3 tens. Now I am using again a midpoint for 10, 9, 10 and 11. So tatum tadikata takudung tatum tadikata takudung tatum tadikata tatum tadikata takudung tatum tadikata tatum tadikata tatum tadikata. I'll get one finger less because I'm reducing from 10 to 9. Similarly, when I increase that quotient from 10 to 9, takitadom becomes takitadom. So 6, 5 becomes 6, 6 plus 5 becomes 11. Ta takita takata dim, tata takita takata dim, ta takita takata dim, takitadom takitadum tatikata kudung takitadum tatikata takitadum tatikata dung takitadum tatikata takitadum tatikata takitadum tatikata. One beat increases. So one beat when you play the midpoint, it's 12 beats. When you play with the 9 aksharas, 9 syllable format, it becomes 11 beats and it becomes 13 beats when you play with a 11 aksharas, 11 syllabled phrase, which is takittadum tadiketadum. When you sandwich all three together, the chorus becomes much more interesting, and I'm going to play that. Reverberant. It doesn't land till the end. It gives you a suspense, and then you try to reach at the end. And you should know the landing points. Taddum tadikata takudung, taddum tadikata taddum tadikata takudung, taddum tadikata taddum tadikata taddum tadikata. You should know exactly how 11 beat comes. Takitadum tadikata takudung, takitadum tadikata takitadum tadikata. So it should end here. Takudung. The milestones, the landmarks, you should fix it. Takittadum comes for one finger. You should understand that. So these are all the ideas when you want to play these sort of choruses. Let's learn a different concept today. I will teach you a chorus, but before that, how you build the story, I'll also teach that. So what is happening? Ding tadikatakatatha is 12. Dim tadikatakatatha, 2 plus 6 plus 4. Again, it is 12. Dundadikatadam. Dadatikatakatatha, that's also 12. 1 plus 7 plus 4. So you have to play all these formats. It's a plain 8. You can play all these formats and build the sequence. Now you're getting into the, once when you play and dwell with it like ding, 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 da dik da 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 ding da da dim, dim da dik da 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 ding da da di, dum da da dik da 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 ding da da dim, takat da dik da 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 ding da da di, ding da dik da 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 ding da dik da da dik da da ding da da dim, takat da dik da da takat da dik da da takat da dik da da ding da da dim, takat da dik da da takat da dik da da takat da dik da 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 dim. Tadikatagata, Katadikatagata, Katadikatagata, Tadikatagata, 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 Tatum, Tadikatagum, Tatum, Tadikatagatum, Tadikatagatum, Tatum, 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 Tadikatagatum, Tadikatagatum, Tadikatagata, 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 Tadikatagatum, Tatum, Tadikatagatum, Tatum, Tatum, Tadikatagatum, Tadikatagatum, Tatum, Tatum, you have to play like that. It's like a cracker, like a Diwali cracker. You should go with full speed and launch. And if you get the good clarity, all these tadikatadum which should be replaced, tadum, kadadadadum, tadum, 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 tatum, tadikatadum, tadum, tatum, tadadadadum. You have to play that. You have to play all these phrases, the refined phrases of advanced phrases of 5, then it becomes much more rugged and it will be like a thunder. Another few ideas of Tisranadai, Raghu Mama used to play when he used to adopt. Let me explain you what it is. Dalagading, dagading, tatatim, talagadin, tadin, dagadin, tatatim, dalagadin, tadin, dagadin, gadagadin, kadin, dagadin, din, tadin, dagadin, dalagadin, tadin, dagadin, dalagadin, tadin, dagadin, dalagadin, tadin, dagadin, dalagadin, dagadin, dalagadin, dagadin, dalagada, gadagada, gadagada, dalagada, gadagada, 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 gadadin, tadim, tatakadadin, tadim, takadikadadin, tadim, tatakadadin, tadim is 5 plus tadim, tadim, 7, 12. Tak tadim, tadim, tradink tadim, tadim. That's the pattern. Tatak tadim tadim, tarading tadim tadim, dantak tadim tadim, tarading tadim tadim, tak tadim tadim, tatak tadim tadim, tak tadim tadim, tak tadim tadim, tatak tadik kadang, taradik tadik kadang. It's for 5 beats. It's for 4 beats. That's for 7 beats. You should understand each grammar within it. If you don't understand, you can't. You just like that. If you play, you will not get it. You have to understand how this is composed. Tatak that dick at a dunk, the rodink that dick at a dunk, the tack that dick at a rodink that dick at a dunk, that they get a gum, that they get a gum, that they get a dunk, that they get a gum, that they get a tack that dick at a dunk, the rodink that dick at a dunk, that tack that dick at a rodink that dick at a dunk, that they get a gum, 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 that they get a gum. Like that he plays. Brilliantly he plays this sonata approach. Now this is another idea I wanted to table as part of this lesson. The last idea is Nagada. We used to form Nagada. So what all you can try to think about it, you have to you should get those ideas. Nagada kitta dim. Ta tagada tagada nagadaka dim. Ta tagada nagada dim. All these ideas you should get in your fingertips. Then it will be easier for you. It will be easier for you to play. Also, you should get using these patterns. You can form in between, like you can add on some frills. Ta tagada nagada kitta ding, nagada kitta ding, nagada kitta dim. So this will give you a different idea, different complexion of your imagination. So also certain patterns I think of, you should think is these are all beautiful Tisra compositions. So you should make use of all these. Then so if from the half, if you play, it will be perfect. So now, once when you got this structure, now we can form a chord, right? Dim. 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 One is formation, second thing is combining, third thing is how you put it to the thala, and fourth thing is how you are going to play. This is how you can play. These are all few of the ideas, interesting ideas. You have to use these concepts and try to build on it. First of all, get to the detailed walkthrough, the roadmap of the learning from these, and then from here you can move on to still advanced stage, where I'm going to have an ongoing sharing of ideas, which will be as part of my academy, idea blogs and liar talks, liar walks. All this is going to be there, so you're going to learn much more interesting ideas. I'll conclude this class with the Tirukkural. பொச்சாப்பு கொள்ளும் புகழை அறிவினை நிச்ச நிரப்பு கொன்று ஆங்கு. What is the meaning of it? நாள்தோறும் விடாமல் வரும் வறுமை அறிவை கெடுப்பது போல மறதி ஒருவனது புகழை கெடுத்துவிடும். So if a person is affected by the poverty, his mind gets affected because of the poverty. Similarly, if a person has a forgetful nature, he may not become popular. That's what this Tirukkural is all about. I'm concluding this class of Tissaranadai episode. Next class, I will teach you few more interesting intellectual core ways of Palaghat Sri R. Raghu sirs.